Hi and welcome to Digital Marketing for Recruitment Agencies by Social Media Supremacy. I want to thank you very much for joining me on this short video presentation today. What we're going to cover in this video presentation is a complete digital marketing and social media strategy specifically for the recruitment industry and recruitment agencies in particular. Towards the end of the presentation, I will be providing you with a digital marketing cheat sheet as well, so you'll have a takeaway to put into action straight away. Okay, so we're going to cover a 360-degree approach, and this is going to be designed, as I said, specifically to recruitment agencies. We're going to talk about gaining candidates and clients via digital marketing and social media marketing. Now, the reason why we're doing this is I've had a bit of experience. I've spoken to a lot of recruitment agencies. I've also worked in the industry, and I also recruit for roles myself. And one thing I've noticed is recruitment agencies work very hard. They probably work the hardest out of definitely all the sales roles. I mean, the amount of calls that they make, the amount of relationships they try to nurture. They work very, very hard. I don't think they always work as smart as they could. They're very much cold call, lots and lots of cold calls, lots of business development calls. These strategies are kind of bringing us into the future a little bit now, and they're going to try and help you work a little bit smarter. It's not designed to replace what you do at the moment, but it will definitely enhance it. So, and also, because there's not so many recruitment agencies doing these strategies, they are going to put you in a position where there's going to be very little competition for you. So, like I say, these techniques won't replace what you're doing. If you're making 150 BD calls a week, keep doing it. If it's working, keep doing it. These are just designed to enhance it. We're also going to approach this from an investment mindset, so time and money spent. The amount of time spent maybe cold calling, going to networking events, and we're also going to talk about being consistent. Okay, doing these techniques, they need to be done consistently. There's no point in doing them one week and not doing them the next. Consistency is very much key. Okay, so this is the overview that we're going to look at. Okay, we've got the funnel techniques there into the call to action. So the techniques that we're going to talk about Facebook ads, social media, blogging and articles, paid search like Google PPC, video views. All these move into a call to action page. Now, for a recruitment agency, a call to action page will either be become a candidate or become a client. Okay, not about the agency, literally those two things. Okay, become a candidate of ours or become a client of ours. On this page, you can have a remarketing pixel. Okay, this is where when people go onto your page, you've got a little bit of code on your site that captures their details, and then you can follow them around with ads later on. It's really cool. The landing page is going to have a lead magnet on it, so that's going to be enter your details and receive this. And also, we're going to have a Google Analytics code on this landing page. Okay, so you know exactly what's going on with the traffic that goes to and from this landing page. Now, the whole idea of social media, not many people know this, the whole idea of social media marketing definitely, and internet marketing, is to get people off the internet, get them off social media and onto your email list. Because you don't have any control over Facebook or Twitter or any of that. You don't have any control over how the platform changes, how the algorithm changes, and that can affect your business. Whereas if you have someone on an email list, you have full control there, and you can build a relationship with them organically. Okay, so that's why we look to convert people to an email list. We then follow up, we convert to a telephone conversation, or we add to the database. So that's a basic overview. You know, all this marketing that we're talking, all the social media, it's all designed to fill your database, okay, your database of clients and your database of candidates, okay, and whether that be an opt-in or via the remarketing pixel. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go into it now. We're just going to do a touch point on 7 different techniques. We're not going to go into massive detail. You will be given the opportunity to book a call in with us if you wish to do so at the end of this presentation. But we are just going to go through. I'm going to give you some gold dust on each of the platforms. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Twitter, and it staggers me the amount of recruitment agencies that do Twitter marketing. They have a Twitter account. They're very active on it, but they've only got 100 followers, 200 followers. Okay, with Twitter you really need to have a lot of followers. So because the thing is with Twitter that it's just tweet after tweet after tweet, so you need to be growing your account to a high amount of real, relevant and targeted followers. Then you can tweet throughout the day. And also remember to consistently engage in conversation, mention people, and widen your tweets reach with hashtags. Okay, Easier said than done. What I'm going to give you now is a quick to-do list about Twitter to get your Twitter marketing up and running. Okay, so this is what we're going to do to grow our account. Okay, you're going to find a competitor of yours that has the same followers as you want, and a lot of them. So, for example, let's say you're a general recruiter, you may look at Reed. I mean, that's a very general thing, or Hayes. Okay, so you're looking at someone that's got a lot of followers that you want the same followers. Then what you do is you follow them. Okay, you follow all these followers. As far as Twitter goes, you can usually follow about 1,000 people a day. I believe it is that at the moment, but you can't do it too aggressively. You have to do it gently, one every couple of seconds. There are apps that you can get to follow, to automatically follow people, but it's up to you whether you use that. Now, a proportion of these followers will follow you back. Now, for every, say, 1,000 that you follow, you will get 50 to 100 usually that will then follow you back. You do that every day, your Twitter list is going to start to build with people who are already following your competitors. You know there's a good chance they're interested in what you have to provide. Okay, so it's that simple with Twitter. Okay, find a competitor that's the same follows, and a lot of them, and follow their followers, and you'll get followers automatically. Don't ever buy followers. Don't change on coins or whatever it is these days. Just get into position where you're following followers, they're following back. Okay, so then what you do is you're going to engage with these new followers, regular tweets, mentions, and hashtags. It's great putting your jobs up, and you should always get your jobs putting up. Always get your hashtag jobs in there, or hashtag jobs UK, or financial services jobs, or whatever your niche is. But also ensure that your profile and pin tweet and automatic DM, that's an automatic direct message, contain your call to action. Okay, so your profile needs to have a link through where someone can become a candidate or become a client, or at least inquire. Okay, you can set up an automated direct message, so as soon as someone follows you, they get a direct message from you. It just puts you in people's mindsets even more, and you know you're not being beaten around the bush. You say, look, this is what we do. We want you off Twitter, we want you onto our email list so we can build this relationship with you. Okay? So there's your Twitter list. Find that competitor, follow their followers, they'll follow you back. Then get posting your jobs, post articles, post content, post lots and different things up there, so you get lots of engagement. It shouldn't just be about your company, it should be about your industry. You can post some fun stuff up there too. Get people engaged in what you're doing. But of course, the only thing we're looking to do is to get them off Twitter and into our database, so we can build that relationship with them away from social media. Okay, so that's Twitter. Now we're going to move on to everyone's favorite social network, which is Facebook. Facebook and Twitter do work differently. There's a very much different mindset. The same thing applies with most social media platforms, though. People are there. It's very much soft targeting because people are there to have fun. They're there to procrastinate. They're there to talk to their friends, watch cat videos. They're not really there searching for jobs or searching for a recruitment agency to get candidates for them. Okay, so with Facebook, it's important to use paid advertising on Facebook. It's very difficult these days on Facebook to get an organic reach on things. There are ways of doing it, but to be honest, it's a bit of a waste of time. I would just go straight for the paid on Facebook. When I work with clients that I work with digital marketing, we just talk straight away about paid, because you'll get the result that you want faster and you'll get a lot more of it. So what we need to do is set a targeted number of ads for prospective clients and new candidates. Okay, so you've got every single recruitment agency in the UK going straight to Reed and putting their vacancies up on Reed. Everyone's doing it, therefore the effect of it is going to get watered down. Okay, there is not that many recruitment agencies using highly targeted Facebook ads to advertise their job roles. Okay, now I'm not just saying this. There's a role that I recruit for that I've had out for about 3 weeks now, and I've got 200 applicants that have come through for that. And I'm talking targeted applicants. I'm not just talking anyone. There's a lot of people I'm trying to take through to interview stage. So there's a lot to be said for going down the path less trodden, okay, and Facebook ads is one of them. So you can set a targeted number of ads to prospective clients, new candidates. You can also set an ad up to market to your existing database and keep them engaged in your agency, okay? Facebook, I've got a really neat feature called custom audiences. What I could do is I could take, and you could do the same thing, you could take your database, the emails, you could upload it as a custom list. and you can run ads at that custom list. Okay, and these are going to be people who have already heard of you, they've already signed up, but when they're thinking of jobs to go for, what agencies to look in, okay, your agency keeps coming up in their Facebook feeds, you're going to be at the top of their minds, therefore you're more likely to get the candidate to come with you. Okay, like I said, page likes and follows are not a concern. They will take care of themselves. So when you've got a typo there, when you've got a campaign running, you will automatically get likes and followers and shares and comments coming into your page anyway. Don't worry too much about your page likes, is what I'm saying. You can spend all your time building up your page likes, and then Facebook changes their algorithm and you find it just doesn't reach anyone anymore. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at a to-do list like we did for Twitter. We're going to look at a to-do list for Facebook. So here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to set an ad targeted at your job role's location and at people who live in that location's job title. So for example, let's say you're recruiting for a financial advisor in London. Okay, you can set an ad at London and at Facebook users who have the title financial advisor, independent financial advisor, IFA, within their job title. Okay, you can target an ad at just those people. Okay, you can also use age ranges, you can use gender. Of course you wouldn't really want to use that because of Discrimination Act, but you know, this is how powerful it is. Now, it's all great for candidates. It's pretty straightforward for candidates. You're targeting basically on the role, on the job description and the job title right now, and the location. But for clients, you need to be a little bit more creative. The basic thing with, particularly B2B, what I always think is you're still dealing with people. So you're always going to be dealing with people, even though you're dealing with a company. Okay. So what I would do is I would set an ad targeted at the industry you specialize in and the job titles. Okay. So you would target it at maybe, going on the financial services industry, you would maybe have it targeted at employees of AXA. Probably not the best example at the minute, but or Allianz, or any of the big financial firms, Jelf Group. And then I'd probably target at people with job titles such as director or HR manager or recruitment manager. And these ads will be served to the people in these companies with that job title. Okay? It's pretty cool. The Facebook advertising platform is probably one of the best out there at the moment. And whenever people click on this, like say the landing page that you've got has got a remarketing code that you need to put on. You will also set a remarketing ad targeting your existing database for new jobs coming in, and also anyone who's clicking on your page, their details will get captured, and you can run ads at the people who clicked on your page. So it's just about you being everywhere and anywhere. Your agency is literally going to be at the forefront of everyone's minds every time they're going to think of, looking for a new job or getting a new candidate, because they see you all the time. There's much more of a chance that they're going to be clicking on you and wanting to speak to you, and it's going to separate you from every other recruiter out there. Now, as far as Facebook goes, what I would still say is post regularly to your page, at least twice a day. Share other people's content as well as your own, and intersperse fun content. I do this all the time. You can get apps like Buffer and Hootsuite suggestions where you can actually get links to share. Like from your industry, you could put in, financial services or leisure and hospitality, or IT, and then you can literally just share this content to your page. And I would suggest that you did the same to your Twitter as well, so people see that you're not just trying to get their business, you are interested in sharing the information about the industry. What I would also say is post images, live videos and videos. They work best. They get the best engagement. If you put a link on there, you'll find the reach goes right down. So if you're just looking to get a good reach, just get a good image, maybe an inspirational quote. They seem to work really well, and you'll find that your posts will get a higher reach. Okay. The final thing on your Facebook is add a call to action button on your Facebook page. Okay, you can add a call to action button that leads straight through to your landing page. And again, this landing page needs to be become a candidate, become a client. Okay, because that's what we're just trying to make the whole process as simple as possible. Okay, so that's Facebook. There's again, I've talked a lot more than I thought I would on both Facebook and Twitter. We're going to have a look at LinkedIn, and then we're going to kind of go off piste a little bit and do something that not many people are doing right now. So, as a recruiter, you're going to be familiar with LinkedIn. We all use it for recruitment. Not many kind of do it the way that I do it, but let's look at this. So we're going to grow connections to a really high number of targeted connections. I know they say you link in with people that you know, like, and trust, and I'm not one for waiting around, so we're going to look at the ways that you can grow your connections really quickly. You're going to write specific targeted LinkedIn articles for candidates and clients, and you're going to include your call to action in your profile and in your articles, okay? This is going to be a theme that runs through what we're talking about today. Every time that you put something out there online, you have to have a link to your call to action, and it'll always be the same call to action, okay? Because it's the one that's going to get you the candidates and the clients. So with LinkedIn, what I would do is I would get this is just like cold calling, really. Upload a target content email list to LinkedIn. What you can do is you can go onto Google, you can go onto the website and get the email addresses of every single person that you ever wanted to connect in. Okay, you can do this if you want to be a bit black hat with it with an email scraper like Yellbot or something like that. That's a YELLBOT, and you can just get all the email addresses off a certain web search, upload it to your Gmail account, and then upload it into LinkedIn. It is against their terms and conditions, but it does get really fast results, and if people don't want to link in with you, they don't want to link in with you. Okay, invite them to connect. Write specific articles to your industry with your call to actions. If anyone likes or comments and shares, they become a lead. Give them a call. Message them on LinkedIn, find their number, give them a ring, and progress that relationship. I've had clients come through on that, and I've seen that they've liked and made a comment. I've got in touch with them, and they become clients. So that really works really well, and it also puts you out there as a separate entity with all the recruiters on LinkedIn. You're going to look better for doing this, okay? And doing it regularly, I would say, write an article once a week, once every 2 weeks, just so people really get to know your name, your face, and the fact that you're always putting these content out there. And it goes without saying, make your profile clear with your call to action links in there. I know a lot of you do LinkedIn really well anyway, but that particular one about getting every email address that you wanted to, and you can upload it straight into LinkedIn and just invite them. I grew my LinkedIn account from, I think, 300 connections to 3,500 connections in a very short amount of time. So it's definitely worth doing. And also, these connections will then see your articles, so it increases your exposure.